My name's Christopher Stein. I am a trigger, or martial arts trigger. I decided to do tricking after I saw a YouTube video called The Urban Ninja. This was a guy that was doing more parkour, but his style was so unorthodox. I knew it wasn't just regular parkour, so I looked into it, and he was doing so many different disciplines, and one of them ended up being tricking. And so I typed that into YouTube, and my world changed. You know, I had already learned how to do some simple flips as a child, but it really grew when I saw the kicks and the flips together. I knew that it was something completely like off-brand from tumbling and cheerleading, and I had already tried those both and it didn't suit me. So me having a martial arts background, I was like, this is it, like I found something. And so I started calling myself a trigger when I was 15 years old in high school.
And so at what point did it go from like a hobby to sort of like your way of life, like who you were?
Okay, so it happened in two different moments. The first one was when someone actually knew what I was doing. Their name is Josie Brooks. I was 17 years old at an open gym, and he said, "What are you?" And I looked at him and I was like, "I'm a martial arts trigger." And he said, "Yeah, I know what that is." I met a friend 5 years after that moment, and his name is Antonio Hardy. So at this point, I'm now 25 years old, and he is 18 years old. And I created my first friendship in tricking in Louisville. And so I was like, okay, it's time to truly pursue this. They taught me so much. Like Andrew is also another fellow who I met, and they both showed me so much that I knew that I had to just continue to grow with these people. And to the point now, it's not a hobby, it's my lifestyle, it's my job, and it's one of many. So now we have jobs at festivals, local parties, raves, things that you would see some wild stuff at. We are now getting jobs where instead of you seeing like a hula hooper or someone that does juggling, you're actually seeing someone that does flips or tricking. So I now get paid, and there's still so much more to do, you know? Connor is a perfect example. This kid has shown me that you can do things with your body. Double backflip is one of the moves that he can do, and I pursue to do that. And without him in my life, I kind of wouldn't think it was real. He's the only person I've seen it do a double backflip in person, and I have to do it. It's literally the reason why. He is a piece of my lifestyle. He's why I go so hard. And I think vice versa, he does the same thing.
What is your thoughts on like the community of tricking, like the people?
The community of tricking is a family, a tribe. You give each other encouragement on new moves, new skills. You tell them, hey, like you should try this to stay more healthy, or you should try this to, you know, complete your twist or your kick. And without that, you know, you're stunted. You don't grow as fast. It's a lot better to have a friend who's right in front of you who can do it, and then you can pursue it that much quicker because you're like, okay, instead of me having to watch a video for 5 minutes, go outside to your front yard or go to the closest open gym, which could be on a Sunday, which is like if you watch the video on Monday, it's a long time for you to even complete that full scenario. So when you have a community, it all happens so much quicker. Everybody's actually pursuing something great, just like a gymnastics team or cheerleading team. They all grow very quickly because there's a lot of them. There's a community, a team, a tribe. And without that, I think I would really be far, far, far away from where I am now. So I'm so grateful. I'm blessed to have friends from age 8 years old to 35 years old and older. You know, being able to have this community has helped me stay on earth.
So what are your thoughts on like the other sports, so like G-Tramp, like parkour, and all the other stuff?
I started, like I said, I started with parkour. It was very unique because people wouldn't expect you to climb up on a building and then on top of that do a flip at the top or try to find a cool way to descend or ascend. So having that start, it was always amazing. So I'm always going to appreciate parkour and free running. G-Tramp was the hardest. I kid you not, because I'm a big body. Being at least 5'11" to 6'1", that's a hardcore body to be flipping up in the air. So with me being in that realm, I started away from it. Okay, I did not like it. I was very cautious, And there's many reasons why, but in the end, I had friends that helped me, and they showed me, hey, like, if you can flip off the trampoline and use your momentum and use your technique, by the time you get to floor, it's going to be that much easier to bend. The awareness that you have, the spotting, everything just slows down. So I can now do double backflips, I can now do triples, and it's like, I would not have that if I did not try trampoline. And with this group, this community, 502 movement, this is what we are here for. We are here to offer you new ways to have fun with your body. So it just gives me stars in my body. I feel like I'm a star on earth when I have friends. It ignites me, and I'm like, yes, like today I can do tramp because I have friends that do tramp. Today I can go do cliff jumping because I have friends that do diving. I have so many different options now because of the community growing. So it's a non-stop growing movement.
Blood on the roads, pedals. Ever been killed in the meadow? The nights get cold, ghetto. Doing anything to keep the heat on. They tell us that we ain't special. Chip on my shoulder for that.